In global geopolitics, major powers dominate, but sometimes the most intriguing moves come from the margins. A new partnership between Taiwan and Somaliland is one such story. A handshake between two self-governing democracies that most of the world refuses to recognize. This alliance, formalized in 2025, is more than a diplomatic curiosity. It's a bold challenge to the established order. Forged from a shared struggle for recognition and autonomy, it's a creative strategy for survival in a world of giants. For Taiwan, every new friend is a victory against isolation. For Somaliland, it's a path to legitimacy and security. Their cooperation challenges Beijing's One China principle and introduces a new dynamic to the Horn of Africa. This is a story about sovereignty, strategy, and survival, forcing us to reconsider what it means to be a state in the 21st century. A small move on the global chessboard, but one with the potential to create significant and unexpected ripples. To understand this alliance, we must first understand Somaliland. Located in the Horn of Africa, Somaliland declared independence from Somalia in 1991 and has since built a stable democratic society. It has its own government, currency, and army, and has held multiple free elections, yet no country officially recognizes it. The international community, led by the African Union, clings to the idea of a unified Somalia, leaving Somaliland in diplomatic limbo. This lack of recognition blocks access to global institutions and leaves its people isolated. Strategically, Somaliland's coastline along the Gulf of Aden is a vital artery for global trade, making it valuable territory. In a region marked by instability, Somaliland's peace and democracy make it a unique partner. The partnership with Taiwan is logical. Both are democratic outliers facing pressure from larger neighbors. For Somaliland, partnering with Taiwan is a calculated risk, angering China, but gaining a powerful friend and a chance to elevate its profile. It's a bold move after decades of frustration with international indifference. Taiwan's situation mirrors Somaliland's, but with even higher stakes. A thriving democracy and economic powerhouse, Taiwan faces relentless pressure from China, which seeks to isolate it diplomatically. The number of countries recognizing Taiwan has dwindled, leaving it increasingly alone. Beijing's strategy is to strip Taiwan of allies, hoping to weaken its resolve. Taiwan's foreign policy has become a creative struggle for survival, seeking partners who value more than just money. The Somaliland partnership is a clever move, building a coalition of the diplomatically disenfranchised. This democracy and freedom alliance highlights shared values over economic power. Under President Lai Ching-te, Taiwan has doubled down on this approach, knowing military strength alone isn't enough. The Somaliland initiative is asymmetric diplomacy, low-cost, high-impact, and a defiant assertion of Taiwan's right to global engagement. It's a message that Taiwan will not be passively isolated. The Taiwan-Somaliland partnership is grounded in real strategic cooperation. The centerpiece enhanced maritime security, with Taiwan training and supporting the Somaliland Coast Guard. This isn't about advanced weaponry, but building capacity, training personnel in surveillance, vessel operation, and anti-piracy tactics. For Somaliland, a capable Coast Guard means asserting sovereignty, combating illegal fishing, and attracting investment. Taiwan's assistance helps Somaliland project stability and strengthens its case for recognition. For Taiwan, it's a chance to showcase its security capabilities and counter China's narrative. Securing a friendly foothold in the Horn of Africa gives Taiwan presence near a vital global choke point. Beyond security, Taiwan is expanding development aid in agriculture, healthcare, and technology. This multifaceted approach makes Taiwan an attractive partner, reinforcing shared values and mutual development. It's a partnership based on more than just geopolitics. It's about building resilient states. The Taiwan-Somaliland alliance is symbiotic. Each gains what it can't get elsewhere. For Somaliland, the partnership boosts legitimacy and breaks diplomatic isolation. Representative offices act as de facto embassies, giving Somaliland a direct line to East Asia and a platform to plead its case. Taiwan's practical assistance, especially in maritime security, helps Somaliland function as a sovereign state. Taiwanese investment and aid offer a path to economic growth and resilience. For Taiwan, every friend counts in its battle against Beijing's pressure. The alliance gives Taiwan a strategic foothold in the Horn of Africa and reinforces its image as a champion of democracy. It's a powerful piece of public diplomacy, contrasting Taiwan's approach with China's transactional model. China's response to the Taiwan-Somaliland partnership has been predictably furious. Beijing condemned the move, pressuring Somaliland with investment offers to sever ties with Taiwan and leaning on Somalia to denounce the deal. But Somaliland's leaders have rebuffed Beijing, valuing their hard-won autonomy and distrusting outside interference. China's usual economic leverage is less effective here, given Somaliland's history and rivalry with Mogadishu. The standoff highlights broader competition in the Horn of Africa, where China's influence is growing. Taiwan's presence, however small, is a direct challenge to Beijing's ambitions, and a precedent China is determined to prevent. The United States walks a diplomatic tightrope regarding the Taiwan-Somaliland partnership. Officially, Washington recognizes neither's sovereignty but quietly welcomes the alliance. The partnership aligns with U.S. goals, countering Chinese coercion and promoting a free, open Indo-Pacific. Taiwan's success in building new friendships is a win for U.S. interests. The alliance introduces a democratic counterweight to Chinese influence in the Horn of Africa. While the U.S. can't openly support Somaliland, it benefits from Taiwan's engagement. Subtle signals, muted praise for regional security, increased engagement with Somaliland, and major arms sales to Taiwan show tacit approval. The U.S. sees Taiwan as a reliable partner, emboldened to pursue creative diplomacy. It's a classic case of a partner doing what Washington cannot openly do. The message: the U.S. backs its democratic friends, even if quietly. The Taiwan-Somaliland partnership sends ripples across the Horn of Africa. Somalia's government is the most hostile, seeing the alliance as a threat to its territorial integrity and unity. Ethiopia, seeking Red Sea access via Somaliland, views Taiwan's involvement as both stabilizing and risky, wary of angering China. Djibouti, dependent on its port economy, sees a secure Somaliland as a commercial threat and aligns with China and Somalia in opposition. The UAE, invested in Berbera port, may welcome Taiwan's capacity building as it secures its interests. The alliance introduces a new ideological element, a democratic axis, into a region used to power politics. Regional actors are forced to reconsider their alignments as the landscape shifts. The partnership is fragmenting old alliances and creating new ones. It's a test of whether democracy and shared values can compete with raw economic power. The Taiwan-Somaliland partnership opens a new, uncertain chapter in diplomacy. Can it withstand China's pressure and regional opposition? Will Somaliland hold firm when faced with lucrative offers from Beijing? Could this alliance evolve into deeper security cooperation? And how would the U.S. and others react? If successful, could it inspire other unrecognized states to form similar alliances, challenging the post-World War II order? This small alliance could become a template for new global politics. Ultimately, its future depends on the resolve of its leaders and shifting geopolitical currents. For now, the world watches, a reminder that creativity and courage can rival money and might. As the dust settles on this bold partnership, Taiwan and Somaliland now stand at a crossroads. Their alliance, while promising, faces a long list of hurdles: limited resources, diplomatic isolation, and the constant shadow of international pressure. Yet, within these challenges lie unique opportunities. For Somaliland, the partnership offers a chance to build new infrastructure, improve healthcare, and access technology that could transform daily life. For Taiwan, it's a foothold in Africa, a chance to show the world that meaningful connections can be forged beyond formal recognition. But the road ahead will not be easy. Both must navigate fluctuating global interests, shifting alliances, and the ever-present risk of economic retaliation. Success will depend on their ability to adapt, innovate, and most importantly, trust each other when the stakes are highest. As they move forward, Taiwan and Somaliland aren't just shaping their own destinies, they're testing the boundaries of what's possible in an increasingly divided world. Their story is far from over. The question now is, can they turn this bold experiment into lasting change? Only time will tell. As Taiwan and Somaliland chart their unorthodox path, Their alliance serves as a case study for nations both large and small. In a global landscape where traditional diplomacy often falters, these two partners are rewriting the rules. Their bold cooperation highlights the power of pragmatism over protocol and creativity over convention. For other unrecognized or diplomatically isolated states, this partnership signals that even outside the formal international system, meaningful engagement is possible. It challenges the notion that recognition is the only route to progress, and that strategic alliances can be built on shared interests rather than official status alone. Meanwhile, established powers may see a warning that overlooked regions and marginalized governments are increasingly willing to take their destinies into their own hands. As global tensions mount, the Taiwan-Somaliland alliance is a reminder that the world's diplomatic map is not set in stone. New actors, unexpected partnerships, and innovative strategies can and do emerge. In the end, the story of Taiwan and Somaliland is not just about two distant lands defying the odds. It's a lesson in resilience, adaptability, and the ever-changing nature of international relations. As the world watches, other nations may soon ask themselves, what unconventional partnerships could reshape their own futures? As the dust settles on this groundbreaking alliance, the world stands at the threshold of a new era in geopolitics. The partnership between Taiwan and Somaliland is more than a headline. It's a blueprint for how nations on the fringes can redefine their place in the global order. But what comes next? In the months and years ahead, the success or struggle of this alliance could inspire a wave of similar partnerships, challenging established norms and redrawing lines of influence. The international community will watch closely. Will others follow in their footsteps, forging ties that defy diplomatic isolation? Or will pressure from powerful nations stifle these bold experiments before they can take root? For Taiwan and Somaliland, the future holds both promise and peril. Opportunities for economic growth, technological exchange, and international support are on the horizon. But so are risks of political backlash and heightened regional tensions. Their resilience will be tested, and their choices may set precedents for generations to come. As new players enter the global stage and old alliances shift, one thing is certain: the world's diplomatic landscape will never be the same. In this age of uncertainty, innovation, not tradition, may become the most valuable currency of all. The story of Taiwan and Somaliland is still being written, and its final chapter could shape the future of international relations for us.